Hey everyone, Meowsity here, welcome back. Today on the Darkest Modded File, we are heading back into the Sunward Isles doing this Rogue Lions quest. Not exactly sure what to expect. Last time we kind of talked about it. An island's guardian spirits have gone rogue. The Komainu, I'm not sure how to pronounce that word, and Shishi have destroyed the very temple they once guarded. The reasoning is unknown. Get to the bottom of it. Gives us some kind of interesting trinkets here. I think that's a trinket. It's considered a trophy. And the Happy Kami Kisu for the shield breaker, upping the amount that Adder's Kiss, which is a move we use quite frequently when we use the shield breaker, the blight skill amount. So we're going to be aiming for that. So let's get to it. So because I'm not exactly sure what to expect here, gives us a weird item here. Imperial Fungicide, a potent acid intended solely for the use of destroying the source of the parasitic fungus. Alright. We are going to take a bunch of torches. All the food we can get, a bunch of shovels, some anti-venoms, especially because I'm not sure what the boss can do. Some bandages too. Medicinal herbs might not be a bad idea. No one here needs the blood. Some Omamori might not be a bad idea either. And then some minor shards just because we might want the regen. And let's get to this. And it's going to be one of these walk around until we find what we need things. Interesting. 80, 100, okay. I always forget who's best with traps for some reason. Okay, we're going to start by bleeding as many of them as we can. We're gonna get the bleeding off of Ross.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
They can be stunned, so let's go for that. And then let's give a good old chunk onto the Oni, because he's a good damage dealer. Oh, we got another stun from a misclick. Alright, let's actually start working on stress a little bit. Very nice dodge there. With him, I actually want to see if I can take out the Oni.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Getting rid of the horror. Alright, we should actually probably do something. So let's try... Ooh, they have a huge bleed resistance. So that would be a 50-65% chance. That's not horrible. Seeing if we can't get rid of one of these Iries. Should really learn how to spell that one of these times. See if we can get rid of the Hiki Crab with him. With the bleed, that should do it.
Gnawing uncertainty.
With him, let's go at this one that still has a turn. Nope, we missed. Okay. Could he... Potentially he could take this one out. Otherwise we could go for the stun again. I think that's what we should do. Crab down. She's going to de-stress and get rid of the horror on him. And he is going to try to get her. Alright, one more down. And because we can, there we go. Rock cut sensor, some Mon bundles, some money, and some heirlooms. Now, if I remember right, this upgrades this into a major Omamori, which is not a horrible thing to have around for what we want to do. I'm not sure if this is going to be turned into 1 or 2 fights based on what it's saying we need to do. Alright, let's bleed all the Kappas and the little drummer dude. Oh. Alright, getting rid of the stress there. And the horror. Guess we didn't get rid of that, but, you know, we tried. We're gonna stun this guy before he can get the retaliation off. And that one, before it does anything. And Ross isn't going to kill either of them, or Daryl rather, so we're going to try to stun this first Kappa. And do a bunch of damage. I'm okay with that. As long as it's not doing retaliation. We're going to try to bleed it out. For some reason I thought Guillotine hit both of these two, but it doesn't. We're going to try to stun again, because we only need to do 1 damage to the Shoguru, which we didn't do, but we still stunned it. And we did 1 damage to the Kappa, so it is what it is. We're going to get rid of the bleed on Daryl. And Daryl, nah, he's still not going to do that. But they both have a 70% stun now, and he can only... we can try. Delicious cucumber. Alright, we're going to bleed them all. And we're just going to get rid of this thing. I really don't like it. And maybe get rid of him too, because the bleed will maybe do something. Alright, then we're gonna stun him again. We can put some damage on him while killing this one, I'll be happy. It's Hook and Slice does more than Guillotine? No, Guillotine does more than Hook and Slice. Okay. And plus bleed amount. Plus bleed amount versus marked and stunned. Well, it's stunned, not marked. And then we're gonna heal a little bit. There we go. Back in position 2. More Mon, Lock of Patience, which probably end up selling, but that's okay. Use a shovel, and continue on. Why am I scared of the little peacock pheasant phoenix thing? It's a ho-oh. An ethereal phoenix lies before you. Come forth to receive its blessing. Who do we want to put this on? Do we put it on Ross, who already has everything? Eldritch Hater, musical. Let's give it to Ross and see if we can... Okay, a good heal and stress removal. If we're moving towards the center, it would make sense to... What in the unholy hell? Is that supposed to be like a clay idol thing? Doro Tabuol. And we can bleed it for whatever reason. I'm not gonna ask. I've learned not to ask. We're gonna allure, just because we can. We're gonna stun. At least we got one. And then, because we already put some damage on it, what? I am so confused and concerned with that little grin of it. Like, whoever did the character design in here, props to them for making such weird things that have such character. We are gonna bleed them. Oh, he has a lot of dodge when he's like that. Wow. We're gonna try to stun them again. Alright, at least we got one. We're gonna get rid of the blight. And I don't think I can get rid of the kappa. So if I can hit this thing, we get rid of it, which is a 55% chance. Wow. It just healed for like half of its life. Healing Daryl, not Ross. Alright, we're gonna bleed some more.
Devastating blow.
Which I guess they're also healing. This is like a real battle of attrition here. We're gonna get them bleeding. I think I'm gonna try to still hit this guy. He should maybe go down on his turn now. Meaning, let's go at the Kappa, stunning him. No, the heal kept him up, okay. He damaged for 2 but healed for 9, wow. Alright, let's just get rid of stress, I suppose. Eerie again, bleeding what we can. I think these two are going to die on their next turn. Really want to get rid of this guy.
Continue the onslaught.
That just leaves the Kappa now.
Them all.
Who's not going to heal for once. Okay.
Death by inches.
And the Kappa's going to go down now, no matter what. Get rid of that bleed.
The slow death, unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Get rid of that stress, and bam. There he goes. Alright, got another Omamori. That could be interesting.
But a victory nonetheless.
And a few backup things.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Let's upgrade the Omamori again.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
I guess I'm gonna go down, just because I don't know where the epicenter is. Barrel of Blades. Perhaps one of them is still usable. Now, there's 3 thoughts I have here, because curio things aren't working. No, I don't want to use that. No, I don't want to use that. Really wish this would work. Alright, so if an Omamori doesn't work, and I doubt a major is going to work because I don't have a minor, I would try a minor here. Does a bandage work? It does. Okay. Armor piercing until camp. That would be better on one of these two, but it is still good on Periville, however you pronounce his name. Okay. Isonades are not fun, but they are manageable. We're gonna Hound Harry. Get everything bleeding because they can. We're gonna chain gang the Isonade because I want it stunned, and then that leaves him to be able to stun something else. We're going to get rid of the bleed. Oh, we can't really stun the Oni, darn. Or we can, but it's a really low chance. It's only like a 40% chance. That's not really worth trying, but he can do more damage. So next hit, we can basically take out the Oni. I guess that's still worth it. She's still gonna heal herself. It's that Isonade hurt. Harrying again. Trying to put more of a bleed on things. Oni is gonna die on its next turn. I'm not gonna worry about taking it out. I'm gonna hook and slice, trying to put enough of a bleed on the spooky Casa Obake there, which didn't work. Smiting the Ravenous Isonade. Casa Obake dies on its turn, meaning we just need the Isonade now. If we can survive that little onslaught of it. Alright, so we're going to Stunning Blow. Try to keep it stun locked as best as possible. Gonna Hook and Slice. Get it bleeding. Because he can't... or he can mark it. Okay, never mind. Alright, we are going to get rid of the bleed. Damage versus bleeding, damage versus mark, 18 to 37 damage. Bunch of money, some food, a shovel. I'll take it. We're gonna let Ross talk to the Yanagi Baba. Oh, lovely. That's what I get for talking to her, I suppose. Heading on down.
The light, the promise of safety.
Okay. So Hound Harrying to get them bleeding. At least those two. We're gonna have him stun one of the Kappas. Going to heal the Houndmaster because we got a little hurt in that last fight. And what I'm curious about is that would not be enough for now, so we're going to chain gang trying to stun both of them. Healing up once again. Lamia really pulling her weight here. Just chopping into that Kappa. Seeing if we can finish the Kappa off. Now we have one other one that I'd like to get done because it's main healer here and it's making these drag on a lot more. Yeah, we're gonna mark it. Just so Ross can, like, tear it apart. Ross tearing it apart. Healing again. We are going to try to go at the Casa Obaka here for the bleed. And then we are going to stun the Yurie. And that should be it for the bleed. Or not the bleed, the healing from the Kappas. So we don't have to worry about that. We Hound Harry, we can maybe get the bleed on the Yurie too. I doubt it because she has such a high one. However, it's worth the try, and then Daryl can finish it off, leaving Ross to clean up. Got a minor Omamori there, so we can put this on it, getting a fourth.
Trick of the light.
So if that links up there, and that's a curio room, it might be worth it to go to the curio room. Just to get that, and then we can, like, go back this way. I'm not sure anything's really going to work on it, so I'll just get the stress down. 5 dodge request. I don't suppose that... No, it doesn't. Okay. Gonna use another shovel here. Oh! Kuchisaki Ona. Seemingly malicious woman looms nearby. She asks, "Am I pretty?" Just giving the run-of-the-mill here. No bandages are going to do anything, but worth a try, and then... Omamori, really? Plus 1 damage per 33 stress, caps at 3 damage over 99. I mean, that's not something I ever see myself using, but... Oh. Okay. I think that's one of the things we're looking for. Okay. We're probably going to want to use this. I am dog treating. Baki Kujira. It looks like a whale skeleton, to be honest, or like a shark skeleton. Doesn't look like we can bleed at all unless we crit. So I think I'm just going to go for the Yurie. We are going to allure her, seeing if we can get her out in front. No? Okay. I think that's because of his move resistance. And Just go at him. Hook and slice to get her down. Oh, we moved her. Okay. Undead Behemoth guards her with full blocks. Okay. Gonna get the crit up on him. I don't think we're gonna stun him at all. We're not gonna bleed him. So we're just gonna do this. And we are gonna mark him just for Ross. Getting rid of that stress. Hound Rush. And what's he gonna do? Okay, I was scared. That's a neat little sound effect. I'll give it that.
Monstrous size has no intrigue.
No rare drop.
Unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Okay, there's a samurai. Oh, that was a trap. Oh, the Hakutaku. Alright, let's bleed them all. And get rid of this guy after last time. Or crit on him. And can I finish him off? Bleed sure will. Oh. The bleed sure won't. Oh boy.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
This is where things are going to get interesting. So we're just going to have to eat through that retaliation this time around. I'm going to start with him. Just because he's going to keep healing himself otherwise. And didn't do enough damage to him. Okay, I might have to start with them. Okay. Oh, nope, he's not going to bleed out. One down.
Quakes.
Ow! It's only 5 to 10. Get him still. That's the second one down. I don't have to worry about the retaliation. Okay, I actually can hit him. Contrary to my own belief.
Unbalanced. The blood quickens.
There he is. Now we just got the crab. And we can, I suppose, do this for now. Getting rid of a little bit of stress and healing.
Annihilated. Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
He already has Hakutaku's wisdom. Menacing on guard. There's a lot of good quirks here, but I think on anyone, I want on the Lamia. Accuracy and speed multiplier. Okay. Let's go down. Or to the right, I suppose it is technically. Map. Okay, just this quest location right there. I was on the money. They can eat. Actually, that works out because I wanted to camp. Oh, this little guy. Hi, buddy.
A moment of respite.
Okay, no stress, almost fully healed.
Against the coming horrors.
No one has a disease that I know of. No mortality debuffs. So, let's see what we can do. Stress damage received, but virtue down. Prevent nighttime ambush. Let's do that. Stress damage received down on everyone, sure. And really, I need to get some better skills on people, but that'll do us, and we're receiving a lot less stress damage. Not that we need it, but alright, we know this works. Oh wait, I probably should have put that on one of them. I mean, that's better healing then, right? Alright, we are going to take out one of the maggots.
Be gone, fiend.
He's going to allure the Urie. Stunning the Urie. And then taking out the maggot. Just leaving this one, which let's use this to our advantage a little bit, healing, taking it out.
The way is lit.
Quest location.
We require only the strength to follow it.
There both of them are. And a dog treat, we're gonna use that. It can't be blighted, stunned, bled, or moved. Good to know. So we will mark them. $85 health apiece. We're gonna up the amount we crit them for. Oh, well, I guess not, even though they have pretty high debuff too. Oh, I see how that works. I think I see how that works. Every time I hit one, it looks like the other gets a damage buff. Yep. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. Can't use the fungicide. So I probably should whittle them both down if I can. I know that these two big damage moves would only hit the front row though, which means I'd be dealing with him at major damage. Right, yeah, let's just finish this one off fast. Ross should be able to get to it, our Wraith. 11 to 23. If he would have crit, that would have done it. One down, no corpse. Okay. We're gonna get rid of the blight on him. Forlorn Cry. Actually, a little happy that he doesn't have a move that ups his damage even more. He's kind of wasting a turn doing. Oh no, he's not. Okay. We gotta tear him down now. We're kind of on a timer here.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
108% damage. Yeah. Anti-venom. We're gonna heal the blight on him, hopefully making it so he doesn't die on his turn. Ooh. Marking so we can finish him off on our next turn. I'm hoping.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Ten more. I think Ross can take him out on his turn if we get there. 11 to 25. Alright. Decapitating Daimyo? Wraith only, damage versus yokai, crit damage versus Sunward Isle bosses. For duration received. That is something else. 2 blueprints, something we've been absolutely needing. Bunch of Koban and Eastern Matchlock for the Musketeer, plus damage minus 20 accuracy. friendly skill plus buff, 15 accuracy. Okay, so not horrible. Maybe only -5 accuracy for a plus 40% damage. Yeah, let's leave. And then we got our Happy Kami Kizu for everything and the stone paws. 25,000 if I can math. Treasure. 2 blueprints. Some heirlooms. I'm happy about that. Some level 5s.
All the decadent horrors I have seen pale in comparison to that final, crowning thing. I could not look, nor could I look away.
Alright, so influence from the Isles. The state has decided to entrust a modest amount of seals to each. Seal denotes a small amount of authority. Total Sunward seals from the district panel. Sunward seals plus 50. Okay, that's what we wanted. Going into here really quick. We now have 75 seals, and we can gain 1 to 2 a week now, meaning we can get other things. I think that is the biggest upgrade we can get, meaning we can get some of these other things later with those blueprints, so we are nabbing that. That is one of our 2 blueprints. I do want the Honorable Shrine, I think, because that would make the Onmamori both major and minor effective versus everything, not just yokai. That's something for later, though, once we have enough of those seals. That's going to add up, because we only get 1 or 2 a week. I do want the Ancient Archives, but we don't have enough of anything, really. Regional Bank would be really good, because we're spending money like no tomorrow. And I forget, because it's saying tokens now instead of what things actually are, I don't really remember what everything is. I know the granary is food every week, and that would be really helpful. Sanguine Vinters might be really helpful too for when we start going more into the Crimson Courtyard. And we're going to be getting a few more of the blueprints rather soon, I think. So it might be a good idea to get the Vintners, so we have the bottles of blood building up for ourselves. So I think I'm going to get that. We're then going to go to the sanatorium. I think it was her who got the Hakutaku Splendor. She also has a few other things that I would really like to lock in on her. So we're going to get that because accuracy and speed multiplier is pretty good. And get rid of that speed multiplier thing on her. I have not seen that really get taken. But we're going to get the virtue chance up and that off. And then can we hire anyone useful? The succubus we're definitely going to take. I think we still need more level 1 heroes for another area. And the Vestal might not be a bad idea.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
Because we still need to do bosses in the Weald, we still need bosses in the Cove. So we still need level 1 heroes. I do want to do the war and stuff still. I would just really like to get a better trinket out of that one. Other than, going and getting that leveled up for the bosses. And I do want to go and... Actually, that is a really good trinket for him, so I might go and do that next. Especially because I want to figure out this thing about the Friar. And otherwise, I would be looking at maybe going into the Crimson Courtyard to figure out what I can do here if I could figure out a group I wanted to use. So that's kind of what's on the agenda for next time. So that's where we're going to end it while I figure out what I want to do. And if I can figure out which groups want to go where. So, as always, I'll wish you all well. I'll see you next time, and please have a good one.